The other thing to remember about bank accounts, and again, this is everyone's individual situation is obviously different. FDIC insurance exists for a very specific reason, such that if a bank goes under and can't pay you your money, the FDIC will, up to a certain limit. That limit, and I'm going to quote directly from the FDIC website right now, fdic.gov. The standard insurance amount is $250,000 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. So, what that means is that if you have less than $250,000 in any particular bank, the FDIC is going to make you whole. Now, how long does that process take? What forms do you... I don't know. I would imagine you can't just, pull out your FDIC card and say, it does...
It's my money and I want it now.
I'm sure it doesn't work like that, okay? The FDIC does not have ATMs,
Correct.
Okay? But the reason that FDIC insurance exists is specifically so that you do not have a run on a normal bank, because most people do not have more than $250,000 in a bank account. If you happen to have more than $250,000 in any bank account, this might be a nice reminder that the FDIC insurance limit is up to that on a per depositor basis, which does mean on a joint account, I believe that you're covered up to $500 then.
Yeah, so the ownership category is kind of confusing, but each ownership category would include single accounts, retirement accounts, joint accounts, trust accounts. So it depends how you are structured. A corporation is very different from an individual account, and you may actually have insurance on both of those types of ownerships. But yeah, that is, I think, the first and foremost most important thing to understand. And I recognize that bank runs are scary, but this is the entirety of the reason that FDIC insurance exists, especially for individuals.
And guys, look, let's be honest here. If the banking sector was not allowed to fail in 2008,
what makes you think it's going to happen this time?
Are you really going to get nervous about this one?
Right. There is already, we have an article in our stack today of, who was it that proposed a bailout for...
Bill Ackman.
Silicon Valley. Yeah, no kidding. Silicon Valley Bank.
There's a great meme going around that something happens, Bill Ackman presents bad idea.
Yeah. Again, that would be... The reason that we bailed out banks back in 2008, which I think there was plenty of bad ways in which that was done in the first place, but was because of systemic failure. And right now, that is the furthest thing that you have in Silicon Valley Bank.
Also, I am going to quote from the FDIC, things the FDIC does not cover, just to make sure that it's clear. This is right from the FDIC website. You can go to fdic.gov if you want. Does not cover stock investments, bond investments, mutual funds, crypto assets, life insurance policies, annuities, municipal securities, safe deposit boxes or their contents, U.S. Treasury bills, bonds, or notes. It covers bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What does it cover? Checking accounts, negotiable order of withdrawal accounts, savings accounts, money market deposit accounts. Again, specifically at a bank. Okay, that's different from a money market fund, and that's important to note. Time deposits such as CDs, and cashier's checks, money orders, or other official items issued by a bank. That's what's actually covered.